Hey everyone, welcome back to Bryan's Mysteries and Adventures on Trail, and today we're going to be discussing another very sad case that I covered over this summer. Before that, I just wanted to share some pictures of things that I like to do. I've been skiing since I was 5 years old. So has my twin brother, which some of you may not know, but yes, I have a twin brother. We're not identical, we're fraternal. Share some things about myself. So today we're going to be talking about the case of Christopher Smaka. Now, Christopher was 53 years old when he went out missing. He went into a hike on the area Sandy River, which is in Corbett, Oregon, and I'm going to have some maps up as always. Now, Christopher is only 53 years old when he went on this hike on July 11th of 2022, so this year. His clothes and shoes were eventually found on the banks of the Sandy River the next day. However, they did not immediately find his remains. Christopher was reported missing on July 12th, 2022, when he didn't return home from this planned hike. This is according to the sheriff's office that was investigating the MCSO. Christopher lived on his own, but he had told his partner and friends that the day prior he was heading out for a hike on Gordon Creek area. He was last heard from about 8:30 a.m. on that day. Christopher was described as an experienced hiker. He was also an avid mushroom picker. His car was found at a trailhead along the southeast Gordon Creek Road near Corbett, which, like I said, is in Oregon. Now, this was found around 11 a.m. July 12th of 2022. On this riverbank, searchers located Christopher's personal belongings, including his identification, a pair of shoes. The deputies said in the news that the ground searches had fanned out along the riverbank to try and find more information. More than 24 people had searched this area for days. According to the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office, search and rescue crews didn't find Smaka or any additional belongings up until that point. On Thursday, July 14th of 2022, officials suspended their search. Days later, the deputies did receive a 911 call. At this point, the CCSO announced that Tuesday that Christopher's remains had been found on Monday, July 18th, after this caller had reported seeing what he believed to be remains in the river. That night, rescue teams from both the Multnomah and Clackamas teams actually rafted from an area of Dodge Park to recover his remains, which was floating, which they described in a deep pool section of the Sandy River. It was just across the river from where searchers had found his belongings. This search was especially difficult because, according to the authorities in this area, the water temperature gets very cold, even in warmer temperatures like in July where he was hiking, and people often don't take that into account. Unfortunately, they feel like this might have been a factor in his loss. It also took them a very long time to locate his vehicle. They spoke to his significant other, his girlfriend, who had information, but the authorities insist that it's very important to always tell your partner or your friends exactly where you're going to be. This will help in any type of search if unfortunately you do go missing. But unfortunately, his whereabouts weren't exactly known. For this guy, he was an experienced mushroom picker, he was an experienced hiker, so it really is bizarre, and they still haven't been able to pinpoint what could have happened to Mr. Smaka. They actually brought in a specialized team from the Multnomah County Search and Rescue called the Green Hornets, and these guys are just completely awesome. I mean, all search and rescue people are awesome, but these guys pack super light. They're ready to go in an instant. They went out, aided in this search, and unfortunately, there's still no exact answer of what could have happened to Christopher on that July morning of this year, 2022. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what the official cause of death was. After they did retrieve his remains and the medical examiner's office had a chance to look through the evidence, examine the remains, they said that the official cause of death was accidental drowning. Of course, this is very confusing to many people, all his loved ones, people that knew him, because Christopher, like I said in the beginning, he was an avid outdoorsman. He was a experienced hiker. He was experienced woodsman. The fact that, you know, the middle of July, yes, like I said, the water temperature is very cold at times in this river. They didn't say that he died from hypothermia. The official cause was accidental drownings. The dive teams did an amazing job with this search and rescue. They spent days looking for Christopher. I give them the highest props. I'm sure that this kind of case, when you don't get the outcome that you want, obviously it's always what we want is to find the missing person. Unfortunately, with 90% of these cases, that's not how it goes. And it's always very, very, very upsetting. It's the emotional toll that it takes on search and rescue people and everyone involved, the family members. I know a lot of you probably are familiar with what kind of toll this takes, but it's just unbelievable. It's just so devastating. I want to dedicate this video to Christopher Smaka, his friends and family, all the search and rescue that worked so hard to bring him home. I want to say thank you for watching as always. Special thank you to co.ag for providing the background music. I will see you guys all in the next one. I also wanted to touch base and talk with you about some cases that I'm going to be covering. Some of them are going to be pretty hard, but over the summer I was able to, like I said in my previous video, help out a lot of different search and rescue teams. Despite me being injured and having a very rough summer and fall myself, I was able to get a lot of footage. I will be providing those cases in the next coming days and weeks. As always, if you guys have any cases that you want me to cover or any information that you have, I'm always open. I love hearing from you guys. I appreciate all your feedback, your comments, your support. I'm so sorry that it's been sort of a long time, as we discussed in the last video. Again, I do apologize for the delay in uploads. I'm still very under the weather, a lot of medication, so it is more difficult for me to produce content, but I will be uploading new videos at least, you know, every week. I'm so thankful for all of you. I do have some videos that I covered over the summer, like we discussed. I will be sharing those with you. Of course, like I've already said, if you have anything that you want to share with me as far as content or different concerns about my channel, I'm always open to constructive criticism or feedback. I am back in the hospital right now. I just thought it would be honest to tell you about that. I do apologize. I know it sucks. Obviously, it makes it harder for me to create content, but I will create as much content and upload as many videos as I can. Hopefully, I won't be in the hospital for too long. I do appreciate all your support and love, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Also, since we're coming up to the holiday season, I wanted to do some more giveaways. So I would appreciate your feedback on what you think would be a good giveaway. I'm thinking of doing some backpacks and some other hiking gear, but if you guys have any ideas, I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback. I would like you guys to comment on the videos to enter these giveaways, because that's really the only way I have of doing it. So anyway, let me know what you think. Alright guys, thanks again.